Okay, this is Joe with Condition Play Innovations, and today we're talking about the Video VRA Pro. I'm going to show you how to update the app. We're going to basically treat this one like a clean install. There are ways you can update it without just deleting the old app, but we're going to show you how to just completely wipe it and put a new one in. So what I'm going to do first here on the screen is you can see this VRA app. I'm going to drag it with my finger and just drag it up to the uninstall, and it will delete the app completely. You don't want to do this until you know that you have an SD card or micro SD card with a new app on it. So don't delete that unless you do have it. What I'm going to do now is basically swipe up from the screen, go to File Manager, and then it will pop up here on the top left. There is this hamburger menu. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. I'm going to navigate down to the SD card. This one is titled VRA Pro. I'll click on that. I'm going to scroll down until I see one that has an APK file. So this is the application for the VRA. So I'm going to go ahead and just click on that, and it will run. And you'll see that it says staging the app. That's a good sign. We'll just let it wait. Okay, after staging, it's going to show installing. The staging can take a minute or two, and then the installing, the same thing, just a couple minutes. Okay, now that the application has installed, since I have an SD card inserted, it's going to ask for access to that SD card. And this is basically to be able to pull any files that would be custom onto that. We're going to go ahead and allow that. So I'm going to click on Allow, and it says access has been granted. Now we're going to do a couple of things here. First, I'm going to go in and I'm going to go to the three dots and go to App Configuration. This is basically where I can assign the monitor, so which monitor this video is going to be. So it could be a center unit, a primary left, a primary right. Let's go ahead for fun. We're going to choose primary left on this one. The next thing I'm going to do is I want to start adding some custom content onto the SD card. So I'm going to go ahead and check SD card, and I'm going to uncheck local because I'm going to pull all the content from the SD card at this point. Right here next to SD card folder, there's an add folder right there, and so it looks like a little folder with a plus sign. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to navigate back to the hamburger menu and to the SD card. So we've got a couple different default application or default folders we want to add. This first one is going to be called VRA with white borders. So I'm going to click on that, hit select. Let me try that again. We're going to click on that. We're going to double click in it, and then we're going to hit select, and then the same thing, we're going to add another one. I'm going to navigate back to the SD card. Next one's going to be called VRA colored borders, so I'll double click on that and then hit select, and then I'm going to add another one here. So we're going to navigate back to the VRA Pro, which is the SD card. There's one called low vision, so I'm going to double click there and I'll hit select again. So you can see right now I've got 4 files, which basically adds up to about 182 video VRAs stimuli. I'm going to go ahead and hit complete. Now we've assigned it to the left primary unit, and we've added the videos, but we have not paired the remote to this unit yet. So what I'm going to do is navigate to these 3 dots. I'm going to go to remote pairing. Right here you can see this says device, MAC address, and distract mode enabled. Right now there's no MAC addresses in here, which means there are no remotes paired to this unit. So what I'm going to do is hit start pairing, And when I do that, I'm going to go ahead and push any button on the remotes that I want to pair. So for example here, I'm going to go ahead and just push the left primary, and at the same time you see a MAC address immediately pop up. And then I'm going to go over and enable distract mode. If I had a second remote or it was hooked up to an ASP, I would also push that at the same time. If it's the ASP MAC address, don't enable distract mode. I'm going to go ahead and hit pairing complete. Okay, and now if I go ahead and push the primary left unit, you can see that the unit responds each time I push it. The thing that we also have added with this new app is basically when you arrow up, you'll see the folder that we created down below, and I'll push the button and it will actually change the stimuli. So if I do the colored LED borders, if I do the white LED borders, and then the other features we've added is you can decrease the volume, and this controls all units at the same time, so it makes it louder or softer right there. You can change the folders simply by pushing the up arrow or the down arrow, and you'll get an indicator on the lower left of the screen which folder you're in. And then you still have the feature which is number 5, which is actually the mute button, so that will mute the video. So when I go ahead and push it, there are no sounds coming through that. And if I push number 5 again, it unmutes the video. So that's basically how you update the application and pair the new remote to the Video VRA Pro. This has been episode 4 of our Tech Talk. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us at sales@vrapro.com.